And here is number 4 in Series 1 of NECROMOLDS LETHYDRA. He is a mishmash of various undersea creatures and weeds and lobstery legs out to attack his opponents. He is a pest, is his description there. And he, like I said, he is number 4. That's what his mold looks like on the inside. He's a nice larger creature. He's not quite as large as Insectomite, but with a volume of 17, he is one of the larger creatures in the set. Being a pest gives him an extra. He does 1 melee die, 1 range die, and 1 defense die when doing any of those abilities. If he is within another creature that has a nature that highlights ranged attacks. If he was within a close distance, he gets to roll an additional dice using that attack. That is his special ability. His commands, as you notice, he can do, depending on the dice you assign, he can do 2 ranged attacks at a close distance. He has a wild card slot at a medium distance, which means you can assign a move or a ranged attack to that slot, and he can move or make a ranged attack at a medium distance. So if you rolled 3 attack dice and maybe you just made a whole army of just Lethydras, you can, if you roll three attack dice, you can have him do a short attack, and a medium ranged attack, or you can have him move a medium distance and then make 2. Actually, you'd have to have a move attack there, but like, so he's fairly versatile. With his multiple heads, let him take multiple attacks or multiple actions with that wild card slot as a larger creature. So now that we've gone over the basics, let's see what he looks like as a physical model and then as a physical roadkill. Well, not really a roadkill. It looks like we're in medieval times here. Not really. Well, I guess there are still roads and paths, but let's see what he looks like as a victim of the battlefield. So let's go ahead. We have molded him. Used way too much extra clay on that one, but that's okay. He's got a little anchor here on his behind. And you can see his main head and some smaller fishy heads and some little lobstery legs and some moss and stuff here on his body. But he's a nice chunky model. Again, you can see the extra heads on either side there. Some very neat creature designs and some really neat molding on these spell books. Again, there's some edge things, and these are just with 3D printed versions. The final versions are going to be injection molded, so you'll get some smoother models out of it. But even so, the detail on these things is really cool. So there's Lethydra. He's a big giant dude. Not, like I said, not quite as massive as Insectomite, but one of the larger creatures, and that's what he looks like on the battlefield. Terrifying people, making ranged attacks, hopefully decimating the opponent's army, but if not, we know what happens. He also, I'm doing my own Foley work here. There he is. He's smashed. Now he's a beetle. For the next few, I think I'm going to move to the other caster ring. I have the Skeledemon as well, so we're not just seeing a bunch of beetles, even though I would prefer that. But there is Lethydra. He is, again, he's got a lot of extra mass. I like how sometimes you can still see bits of the monster, like there's his little anchor tail and his lobster legs, lobstery crustacean legs, sticking out the back after you mush them. But there is number 4 in Series 1 of Monster Molds, Lethydra. Check it out on Kickstarter. If it's looking fun, I highly recommend backing it because having played it, it's a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy it.